What's up, guys? You know what it is, Korean Ninja MMA. So let's get down this nice little breakdown. We got some technical difficulties, but we're working with it anyway. Let's see, hopefully the audio doesn't sound too bad. We got Jai Herbert versus Ilia Topuria. Really interesting stuff. Now, Jai Herbert was supposed to fight Mike Davis, as you know, but yeah, that got canceled. Now Ilia Topuria is coming up here on short notice. He's coming up a weight class, right? He usually fights at 145. He's coming up to 155. Now this might be beneficial for him in a way, but like I said, there's a couple of real red flags. All right, coming up in weight, short notice. You think that doesn't sound too good, and then you look at the stats here, right? Of course, we got Jai Herbert 6'1", Ilia Topuria 5'7". You know what I mean? Look at the reach, 77-inch reach for Jai Herbert versus 6'9" for Ilia Topuria. Significant strides landed per minute. We got similar, 2.18 for Jai Herbert. We got 2.77 for Ilia Topuria. Significant strike accuracy, 45.71% for Jai Herbert, 50% for Ilia Topuria. And takedown average, of course, we got 3.35 for Ilia Topuria. We got like none for Jai Herbert. And, look at that. Takedown accuracy, 56% for Ilia Topuria. And then, sub average, 3.35 for Ilia Topuria. Now, look, I'm done talking about stats because, like I said in my previous video, stats, you gotta take them with a grain of salt. All right, now it's not like they're pointless. No, it's good to know. I mean, look, height, reach, of course, the weight. Right? These stats make sense, but like I said, take them with a grain of salt. We look at Jai Herbert, checking out. I mean, when you look at his body type, he fights the way you would imagine, right? He's a long, lanky guy. He's got that nice. He's light on his feet. Got that nice jab. He wants to keep you at range, basically, right? You'll see him with that nice jab going in there. Mostly at range, he's going to be a boxer. You'll see him with that nice 1-2, real slick down the middle. Even if you have your guard up, he kind of finds a way to kind of go between it because he's hitting so straight. And when he senses that you're hurt, if you got you against the cage, he'll unload on you. Kind of reminds me of Max Holloway in the way he loads like that. Not the most heaviest hitter, but when you're accurate like that and you have good output, you can hurt guys. And he's got that nice little plum clinch. He puts his hand behind your neck, and he'll just start landing those knees up top, really good to the body. So really good offensively. But when you look at it, I'm gonna be quite frank with you guys. This matchup, man. I mean, I know you want to stop being around the bush. You want to get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about Ilia Topuria. You think, how is he gonna come short notice? Stylistically, though, man. I mean, look, I've been really high on Ilia Topuria, which I'm sure a lot of people have. I mean, he's going to be the favorite for a reason, right? Ilia Topuria, man, you look at his wins too. Look how what he did to Ryan Hall. Look what he did Damon Jackson. Zalal too. And I'm really high on Yusuf Zalal, but I remember I called that. I thought, this is stylistically, this is going to be a bad matchup for Zalal. I like Zalal. Using that moment. I remember I think I had that video. Yeah, check that out back if you want to go through the archive. But yeah, Ilia Topuria, the thing is, Jai Herbert, you have some submission game and everything, but that has been kind of his weakness. Like he is not the best on the ground, and Ilia Topuria, of course, we know that's his bread and butter. Ilia Topuria has been looking really good in the stand-up as well. And one thing I was noticing watching tape, when you look at Jai Herbert, what happens with him, look when he fought Ronaldo back in July of 2020. He was winning that fight on the feet. You thought, okay, he's going to be able to, he's landing, staying at distance. But you notice every time when Ronaldo, he came in overweight at that fight too. Ronaldo did. He's like 40 years old, north of 40, and a stockier guy, and just a lot of just a tough vet to come in on your debut, right? So that's Jai Herbert was coming in there, but he looked good. He didn't look nervous. The thing is, though, when he would go with, as long as Jai Herbert's keeping you at distance, peppering you, he's having success. And but the thing is, Ronaldo knows he needs to make it a dirty fight. Like, go with the overhand. When you come into the pocket, that's when, because you have those long limbs, they're good at range, but sometimes, in a way, it can be almost a detriment. And you kind of see that he's open to get countered. If you can make it a dogfight, ugly on him, come in, and that's what happened. The overhand right, boom, knocked him out, across the forehead, and then that's when the infamous soundbite from Dan Hardy. When he was working on the UFC, he's like, "Stop the fight," and then people thought he was making a big deal of it, but actually Paul Felder was the one that was really. If you go back and watch that fight, he was the one that was really upset about it. He's like, "Oh, it pisses me off." Oh. Obviously late stoppage, but good. Showed that kind of vet mentality from Ronaldo. He knew he was hurt. He didn't really want to load up, land those extra shots. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just kind of taking down the memory lane. But I think just stylistically, as anyone said, this is a bad matchup for Jai Herbert. Now, so obviously I've got to pick Ilia Topuria here. I'm high on him, and stylistically, this is a good matchup. It almost reminds me, it's really quite different, but it almost reminds me of the Tsarukyan fight we just saw, right? A lot of people were on Joel, and I was like, nah, dude, Tsarukyan just, I mean, look, the height, Joel looking good, the offense, and he's lengthier, he's much taller, much longer, but I thought, stylistically, Tsarukyan, I thought, man, I might really kick myself for not getting that prop bet in, right? But, hindsight is 20/20, as I said. Here, I think Ilia Topuria, I would say watch it, check it out if he has a bad weight cut or not. I think coming in short notice might, going up a weight class might actually help him, because he's not going to try to cut so much weight. He can come in there a little heavier than normal. Like I said, I want to see, though, how his conditioning will go. But I'll be honest with you, I think as long as he gets him to the ground, I think he's going to be able to bully him. Jai Herbert's going to have some success peppering him at distance, but I think Ilia Topuria will get in there, change levels. He can land with an overhand or something in the pocket, and then get that ground, get the fight to the ground where he wants it. And I could see him subbing him, to be quite frank with you. So I think Ilia Topuria doesn't, and he could just kind of mix up his game, and I think get a unanimous decision. However, I'm not sure what his condition is going to be like coming on short notice. So I would suggest that he gets it to the mat early, try to get the sub. I'm be honest with you, I think Ilia Topuria gets it within the distance. I think either by sub, he could get the knockout, to be quite frank with you, loading with power. But yeah, I would say by sub. So that might be worth a sprinkle. That's my breakdown, guys. Please like, sub if you have not already. Comment what you think of this matchup. So I got a little long-winded. I'm going to try to get, edit a little more. But anyway, guys, enough of my rambling. Yep, good luck to your bets. Like and sub.